Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler, and what you're looking at here, it's OLED 55-inch E8, and this is the Dead or Alive 6 Xbox One X enhanced version of the game. People have been asking me what kind of brightness would I suggest for Dead or Alive 6, considering that this game has HDR and native 4K. So what type of brightness should I recommend for Dead or Alive 6? And that's what I'm going to try to do here. Remember, the brightness that I'm going to recommend here, it's for the OLED only, because this type of brightness that I'm going to recommend here will only apply for the OLED panels. So without any further ado, let me show you. Now for the OLED, this is where I recommend that you keep your brightness levels. Keep your brightness levels right up here. Let me get you a better viewing angle, like right up here. This is where you should keep your brightness level. The reason I recommend it that you keep it here, it's so that way you get a little bit brighter deep dark levels. You see, like right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see it, the Team Ninja slightly, little bit logo when you have your brightness at this level right here. Let me get my exposure down. See right there, that level, it's just above this shaped little VL square. It's just right about there. So this is pretty much where it's at. It's right over here. See where this little square shape L is? It's right in between right there. So it's just a little above the threshold. The reason I moved it above the threshold is because this is OLED, and OLED obviously has the best pitch black deep dark levels, and I felt here that's needed a little bit. So that's the brightness that I recommend. And here I'll show it to you from this angle. So this is where I want you guys to leave your brightness, right over here. See, it's just above the that V shape or L shape square edge. That's right above the line right here. So that's where I want you to keep the brightness level, right at here, right below here where my finger is, right there. Right there. As you will see, it just looks much better this way, and I think you guys will appreciate the brightness level at just a little bit about the threshold where the middle is, and that's what I basically did here. Like I said, it's just below that V-shaped square edge line. It's just below that. Now this HDR doesn't have any HDR slider. The only thing that they have is the brightness. That's the one thing that I wish that they have implemented, was the HDR slider, but even without the HDR slider, it still looks great regardless. Now, another thing I want to mention before I end the video regarding the game's color temperature that I play on the OLED, it's always in the middle. It's never cold or warm. It's always in the middle. And I think for the video games, keeping the color temperature in the middle balanced, it's, in my opinion, the best option. So before I end the video, let me just show you one more time where to leave that brightness. Go to the main menu, go to the options, go to the brightness, and there it is. That's where you need to leave it. Right there, just a little bit above the threshold, where the balance line is. It's right here. Remember, guys, it's going to be right here. This is where you need to adjust your brightness for the OLED, right over here. Thank you for watching this video. Take care. See you tomorrow.